Hi guys, my name is Chuey Okoye. I'm an actor here in London, originally from Boston, Massachusetts. So a little bit about my acting history. A long time ago, I did a lot of child acting stuff for a TV show in America called PBS Kids, where they have like the Zoom channel and they had Between the Lions. So I did a few commercials for them and got really interested in it and really pushed my parents like, hey guys, I really want to do some more acting stuff. Then they went into the garage and showed me all these videos of stuff they did in California at like Universal Studios and in Florida and stuff like that, and I was just completely amazed. So I started taking some summer courses in musical theater. I took a lot of stage combat classes and I took a lot of song and dance classes. And from there it developed into some theater. So I did plays like Holes, I did High School Musical Theater, and I did a few Shakespearean plays with my friends back in Rhode Island. After that, I really wanted to do more in film, so I tried approaching a few agents. I didn't have enough work because, I was more theater focused than I was in film and short films and independent films. So I started doing some background work, where I got on my first film, Bleed for This, doing some background in that. I was supposed to do an interview with Vinny Pazienza as a Fox News reporter. And so from there, I just got really involved. I met a friend of mine where we produced our first full-length feature movie, which is actually pretty bad, but hey, it's a story for another day. And so I went from that, I did The Purge, I did a couple other background stuff, trying to get as many auditions as possible. And then I got an audition for a movie called Ultra Rock, which I believe now is called Dead Reckoning. From there, I started reaching out to things outside of the country rather than in, because if like all this talent was coming in just to film that movie, I thought, well, why don't I start looking outside of the country to see what else is there to offer? So I saw a few auditions for a movie called Ready Player One, and I was like, okay, the character description doesn't really fit me, but I'm still gonna audition anyway. So I did the audition, I signed up with a background agency just in case, and I started reading the book. Halfway through the book, I got a call saying, hey, we want you to come in for a feature role on Ready Player One. Can you be in London in 2016 at this time? And I was like, yeah, sure, I can do that. So I flew over, barely had anything. Luckily, I had some family to stay with for the time being, but I had forgotten to get my British passport together. So I ended up missing out on that feature role, but they still called me back for like a crowd scene towards the end. Since then, I officially got my British passport settled, and I've just been hitting up as many roles as I can from there, doing a lot of background, and then I started getting bigger roles like what I did with The Kid Would Be King. That was my first stunt job, and after The Kid Would Be King, I did a movie called Fighting With My Family, which is a wrestling movie, where I actually got some decent lines in a full-length feature movie. So I was acting apart Vince Vaughn and Florence Pugh, and that was pretty cool experience. And from there I've just been getting feature roles like in Cursed. You can see me in that. The Fawn getting married in that. And then now I finally got picked up on The Witcher. So now I'm one of the Witchers who Henry Cavill comes in and he meets his brothers that he hasn't seen in so many years. And it's just been going cool from there. I mean, now recently I'm on Aquaman, I got a line in that, and it's going pretty well. Just got a new agent here, finally, and so they're pushing for me. We're seeing how it goes from there. So why did I book Rory Lewis? Well, back when I did Fighting With My Family, I was looking at my headshot, and I'm like, okay, this headshot's getting kind of old, and everyone's telling me I need to find something new. And I was like, okay, who can do really good headshots? So I started looking online, and I saw a artist named Harris Newcomb, and I was looking at his stuff, and I like how dark and unique those images looked, and I was like, okay, I can try and approach him, but he's more models and stuff like that. He's not really engaged into capturing an actor's like presence. So I stumbled across Rory Lewis while searching through Google and a bunch of other stuff. I can't remember exactly where, but I saw a headshot of Patrick Stewart, and it was like very engaging. I was like, okay, this looks good. I saw another one of Ian McKellen right under it, and I was like, okay, he's got more. And I was just looking through all these celebrities. I'm like, wow, he can really capture their essence just with a picture. this is the guy I definitely want to do my headshot. And so from there, that's where I've been following him for the past 2 years, and finally been able to catch him in London. I've been flying, I've been to LA, tried to catch him in LA, couldn't really schedule something together, but finally it worked out here. So now I really enjoyed my time here with this session. It was awesome, amazing, and I definitely recommend all my friends, all my acting friends, all my modeling friends, if they need a headshot, definitely go with Rory.